And welcome back to part 3 of What If Goku was sent to Namek instead of Earth. This is probably going to be the last part, but we'll see what happens. I might change my mind, but I think I'm going to make this the last part. As I said previously, I'm getting over a cold. My voice is kind of shot, so there's not going to be any kind of fun voices this time around. And if I do try to do a voice, I'll do it the most subtle way possible that's not going to hurt my throat. I'm going to be sucking on cough drops throughout the rest of my videos today. Currently making myself some tea, so I'll probably be sipping through that through the rest of the videos. Ooh, eyes are a little burning. But anyway, let's see. Can I still do the voice? My voice is pretty deep at the moment. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If. Ooh, I get all sultry now. I can do a pretty good Geralt from Witcher now. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If. My girlfriend's going crazy for that. Fuck. So yeah, Frieza did meet his end at the hands of Super Saiyan Goku, who did transform into Super Saiyan after seeing his friend Nail killed before his eyes. Now they did use the Dragon Balls to bring Nail back, because Elder Mori is now the elder, because Guru passed away at that point. However, we do have to deal with the fact that even if we're talking about a big Zenkai boost, let's just, for the sake of assumption, put Goku's Zenkai, because Goku honestly didn't take a lot of damage from Frieza before he transformed into a Super Saiyan last time. So his Zenkai actually probably wouldn't be as major as we saw it in the original series, because he went from like 90,000 to 3 million. So let's just conservatively say 1 million. Now, King Cold probably goes out to find his son. And, he finds Namek, obviously, because that's where he was heading when he found Frieza's body floating in the asteroids, or debris in this case. And he finds Namek, and they sense him coming. Now, I do think it took a while for them to find Frieza's body. So, in the original series. So they do have some time to train. Goku does at least learn to tap into Super Saiyan naturally. Unfortunately, Nail probably gets a little stronger to a certain degree. But the problem here is that King Cold, even in his second form, which is the form we see him in when we're introduced to him, was stronger even than Android Frieza, Cyborg Frieza, as far as we know. So that means that when his forces get there, yeah, they're going to go through his forces immediately. Maybe the Ginyus are there. Maybe they basically rip through the Ginyus. But King Cold on his own completely and utterly annihilates Nail and Goku. Goku maybe even getting a rage boost still isn't enough to match King Cold. But he's able to close the gap to a certain degree, but it's not enough to beat King Cold. Ultimately, it does lead to the death of the Namekians. The Dragon Cold doesn't care about the Dragon Balls. The death of the Namekians, the death of Goku, and the death of Namek, and then King Cold goes and rules his empire. So what happens now? Well, Vegeta's still out there. Vegeta's aware that Frieza's dead because he keeps his ear to the ground, these kind of things. And King Cold, and he's now aware that King Cold is in the ruler. So he's been spending his entire time out there training vigorously hard. Eventually, it's the same thing that happens in the original series. He trains so much, so hard. Eventually, he just loses it and turns into a Super Saiyan. Now, is he as strong as he is in the Android saga? No. Is he stronger than, say, Goku and Namek, like in the original canon? Yes, I'll say that. Which means you could probably put him above at least the second form of King Cold. So Vegeta, eventually, on his own time, when he feels ready, goes to confront Cold. Cold, Vegeta. I can still do a decent King Cold or Perfect Cell. Vegeta. What? I assumed you had died along with Nappa and Raditz. How may I help you today? Come, King Cold with a cold. Come to re-enlist. I could use a good second in command. Vegeta's admittedly actually goes like, second in command. That doesn't sound too bad. But no. No, I'm here for the top dog seat. I'm here for your position. Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm not inclined to give out a position of such magnitude and authority to a filthy monkey. So, unfortunately, I feel you will have to die. And he tries to kill Vegeta, but he goes Super Saiyan, blocks it, and they clash. And Vegeta does hold the advantage. And unlike Goku, um, he does, well, he might let the battle drag out a little bit to get his revenge. But because he knew that Frieza could transform, he also knows his father could possibly transform as well. So I think he does pull back on that a little bit and does finish him off before he could possibly transform. So that leaves Vegeta in charge of the Frieza's empire. And now he's pretty much the head of the galaxy. Now, where does that leave us for the rest of this series? Well, you cut all the way past the Android Saga because that doesn't exist. Because Pilaf moving all the way to Earth, Bulma got turned into a carrot. Pilaf got the Dragon Balls, wished for the world to be under his domination. Eventually, though, there would have been an uprising because just because you are the one who controls the world, it doesn't mean everyone's going to go with that. I think he failed to realize that little nuance. So, like Roshi, martial artists, the Red Ribbon Army, for one unique moment, everyone turns against Pilaf. Like, no! That was a weird Pilaf, but I can't do a Pilaf voice right now. Not that I can really do a great one to begin with. Maybe I should go in my Geralt voice. I can honestly do my deeper voice a lot easier than my normal voice right now. But anyway, so now, I'll save the Geralt voice when I have to do box office. That will just do that. The entire video is Geralt. He would be overthrown, and eventually there'd be a level of understanding. The truce, at least temporarily, the Red Ribbon Army would still exist, obviously. They probably would get the Dragon Balls in their own right, and then they'd wish for world dominance. Pilaf probably wouldn't unlock King Piccolo, so that whole thing wouldn't happen. The question is, would Kami just rescind the Dragon Balls at some point? Kami should theoretically have the authority to do that. The cough drop just fell out of my mouth. That's gross. I mean, he's a creator of them. In theory, the creator should be able to rescind them or deactivate them. No, I lied. Red Army would take over the world, and frankly, the Red Army was so powerful, even the entire armies of the world didn't want to take them on if they couldn't help it. So, it's a tough call. But assuming they took over, then you would basically just be going into the entirety of Dragon Ball Z with the Red Ribbon Army just controlling the world. Okay, so occasionally you'd probably get freedom fighters or something like that. But nothing really happens until Babidi comes to, release Boo. Eventually he does do it by pretty much draining all the life force of everyone on the planet. Save for maybe like Roshi or someone like that. People who are smart enough to get away. But, yeah, he does eventually unlock Boo. Boo goes on a killing, goes throughout the cosmos, destroying things. Eventually, it's Beerus who wakes up, takes out Boo. Bobby's just like, what? No! And then, they're taken out because Bobby just thinks he's hot shit and probably doesn't even realize who Beerus is now I think about it. There's no indication he knew. That said, there's no indication Beerus existed in the original Dragon Ball Z, so what do I know? Beerus and I talks about the Super Saiyan God. Well, I can do a pretty easy Beerus in my throat like this. The Super Saiyan God, Whis. And then Whis like, well, Lord Beerus, the only Saiyan that exists still alive on planet Vampa, and one that rules the former empire of Frieza. What? A Saiyan beat Frieza? Yes, it's not the same Saiyan here, though. And then it's like, so it's Prince Vegeta. Very interesting. Yeah, he's King Vegeta now. And then he goes to visit Vegeta, who's scared shitless. That doesn't go well. So ultimately, and they don't have the Dragon Balls. So ultimately, Beerus blows up Planet New Vegeta, I guess. And sadly, it eventually leads to Zeno blowing up all the multiverse because Goku's not there to stop him from doing it, more or less. Because there's no tournament of power, there's no Z fighters. So unfortunately, what if Goku had went to Namek ends on a pretty dark note. But, could have been worse, I suppose. And let's be clear, Beerus could also go over to Vampa to check out Broly. Now, he would probably have been a lot more impressed with Broly. Because Broly, even in his base form, was able to go toe-to-toe with a Super Saiyan, God-trained Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then when he activated his Akari form, which if he and Beerus actually fought, he would do, was able to go toe-to-toe with a Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Super Saiyan God Goku, which Beerus would be very impressed by. Impressive Saiyan indeed, but is that all you have? Now, if Broly, see, that's a real question, isn't it? Is Broly stronger than Beerus? See, there's implications that he is, and there's implications that he isn't. Obviously, implications that he is that Goku even says you might even be stronger than Beerus. The fact of the matter is, 2 Super Saiyan Blues fused together into Gogeta should, in theory, have been stronger than Beerus. In the manga, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta briefly became stronger than Beerus. So there's precedent, and Gogeta's probably equal to, if not a little below or a little above, Vegeta. So there's precedent to say that Broly might be stronger than Beerus because of that, comparing him to other characters. Plus, their power together seemed to kind of shadow reality a little bit for a moment. However, to contradict that a little bit, there is no actual evidence. No one's come out and said that Broly's stronger than Beerus. He doesn't have a technique as powerful as Beerus's, like Hakai. So Beerus could, in theory, just Hakai him if he wanted to. Strong individuals can resist it, but if Beerus really wanted to go all out, he can destroy the universe. That's, I think, the real kicker there in terms of measuring power. We don't know if Broly's sheer power could actually destroy the universe, whereas we know Beerus's sheer power can destroy the universe. So if they say that Broly is a universal destroyer, then you can make a legitimate argument he's stronger than Beerus, or at least as strong. But unless they say that, you got to count him probably at least lower than Beerus, but probably not by much, in my opinion. And until then, though, that is the end of What If Goku Was Sent to Namek. This one ended on a dark note. Kind of fun that it ended on a dark note. It's always sometimes fun when they end on dark notes. I do have to admit that. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Let's see here. I got the box office that I got to do from yesterday today. I got the Oscars. I got 2 who would wins. It is a lot, and my voice is shot, but I'm taking it easy on how I'm talking. Obviously, cough drops, tea. I've got to go pour myself a cup of tea. So I'll be back in a little bit with more videos. And don't worry, I'm not killing myself. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.